The Groupers, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Groupers will kick it away first. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Ohio State's offense will get first crack at it here. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And the fullbacks are just the big, burly, strong suckers. They got bloody knuckles, tape all over the place, and they're just lowering their shoulder, trying to hit you, trying to get positive yards, and it's exactly what he does on that play.
Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Bell. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll send the back in motion. To give to the big fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. And he's to the 48-yard line. That would be good enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The short hands. It's Gibbs. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game defensively.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Groupers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. You're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Makes the catch at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the back. They'll try to get outside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Webb. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoes, it just makes it easier to rush the passer. The snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The groupers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Great place to start for this offense. Gets the back moving. Try to get it to the edge. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisiana Tech was able to cap off a close one in Ruston with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the groupers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll return it from the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Got his man.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Sends it back in motion. The big fullback's got it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge 1st down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, This thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the zone read, he'll pull it and go right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Parrish. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gets it out quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Webb. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. Makes a grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the toss. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Motion from the back. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Gets the back moving. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space. And a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Webb. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Gibbs. Turning it on. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
With the catch, it's Webb. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Sends it back in motion. Sticks it in his belly. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Toss to the outside. Finds some fresh air. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They tackle a little more
what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch on the left. Right down the gut of the field. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, mate, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start the season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air on first down. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After that last completion, it's second down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And they found the big fella again. And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
He makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the out.
Oh, he's got some space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run it from the gun. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it on the outside. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.